Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? Y'all know before I start the live stream, I always have to get a drink off. Okay, this is my third time starting this live stream. And so I'm just going to repeat this because ultimately this is coming from the heart. Y'all are seeing the very beginning of these stages, okay? This is just the very beginning. Y'all are seeing me on the couch downstairs in front of a brown wall, not the best background, not the best Wi-Fi. Y'all see me always cutting out, having to do continuation streams, probably lagging throughout the stream. But ultimately, this is just the beginning, right? Whenever we start something, we're never good at it, right? Whenever we're new to something, there we go. Whenever we're new to something, you don't start off good at it, right? And so that's also like trading. That's also the same as trading and really anything in general. Whenever you're trying something new and doing something new, it's not going to come out exactly how you want it when you first start, okay? And I say this because I'm reiterating to myself, but I'm also saying it to you guys. I'm reiterating it to myself because I get very frustrated. I get very frustrated when my quality and my streams don't go don't go as planned. And sorry, I'm trying to pull up when they don't go as planned and when they mess up, because ultimately I know as a viewer of YouTube, whenever I'm watching somebody, I want to be able to follow along and not have to keep getting cut out or get lagged during the stream. I want to be able to understand what they're saying. So as a viewer, I understand that. And that's why me trying to make content and put this content out, it frustrates me. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, these are just the beginning stages. So stick with me, guys. And ultimately, in the future, I'm going to look back on these streams and going to be seeing how much I've grown. And ultimately, it's going to be a beautiful thing to see in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, if you stay persistent with anything, you will get better. And ultimately, you will be proud of the results that you get by just staying persistent and just by being passionate. Not always just worried about the results, but ultimately just being worried about just improving every single day. Okay. So that's what I really want to stick to y'all. And also, I'm reiterating this to myself. Don't be in love with the results, be in love with the process. Okay. And so I want to go over my trade recap today. I want to go over where I could have had a better trade. I want to go over why we have these heavy sell-offs in the market. And ultimately, if y'all have any questions, I'm very free to go over any of that because, excuse me, y'all know I love teaching. I love giving information that I learned to other people. And ultimately, my goal is to help y'all understand these markets and understand how to profit, okay? That's why I want to be able to, that's why I will come out with more videos and more things to do whenever I get better setup and just, whenever I get a better setup and everything, I will have more and better videos so I can break things down. But ultimately, doing these streams is like the easiest and like best way for me to give y'all some knowledge right now. You know what I'm saying? Daily, and also going over my trades daily for y'all and for me. And ultimately, everything will get better. Just stick with me, okay, my good people? And so I'm actually going to show y'all my actual trades. I'm going to show y'all my emails because I want to show y'all the receipts of where I got in, where I got out, my option contract prices, how much contracts I got, and everything. Because remember, my whole goal is to be transparent with y'all and show y'all the process and the journey. Okay? Because ultimately, we see so many YouTubers saying I made $50,000 trading. I made $25,000 today trading. And those YouTubers can be right. I mean, it can be true. They make that much money. But ultimately, you don't start off making that much money, okay? Ultimately, you have to build up your account, okay? If you have $25,000 in your Robinhood, you can trade contracts and make some good money because the more money you have, the more money you can put in and risk. Okay, so the more money you have, the more excuse me, the more money you have, the more contracts you can buy. The more contracts you buy is the more money you make, right? So today I made $70 through one contract. And you're saying, Devin, that's not a lot of money. $70, really? I thought you was gonna make $500. I thought you were gonna show me how to make $1,000 daily. I thought you were gonna show me how to make $10,000 a week. I thought you were gonna show me how to quit the job. Okay, stay with me because those things will come, but you can't expect immediate results. Okay, immediate results like that. Okay, you have to build your account and build your base hits. And even if you have $50,000 in your Robinhood, that doesn't mean you're going to just hop in a trade and make $20,000 and just multiply your account. You still have to learn these technicals and learn the fundamentals. So ultimately, starting from a small account is better to do it. So I don't want to hear you need money to start trading. You do need money, but you don't need thousands and thousands of dollars. And that is the biggest myth and lie we get caught up in. Oh, I need thousands and thousands of dollars to invest. I'm not rich, so I can't make money through options. I don't have $5,000 to start trading. You don't need that. All you need is your brain, heart, and that's pretty much it. Okay, your brain, some heart, your fingers, a phone, and ultimately $500. I know everyone here has $500. I know everyone here has $500, okay, to start trading. And so ultimately, with this $500, you actually lower your risk of losing so much money because if you say, Devin, I got $500. Matter of fact, I got $5,000 in my account right now. I can throw into Robinhood and flip through an option. You can flip to it. You can flip that $5,000 through options, but you can ultimately lose that $5,000 through options. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's honestly good to start with a small account and practice and just practice and go over these things, and ultimately you can buy one contract. You know what I'm saying? So you don't lose much money because through this learning process, you will lose money. You will have step backs and setbacks, okay? But ultimately, you're learning. You're new to this, okay? Same with me. I'm still losing money, but what am I doing? I'm going over my trades with y'all, and ultimately it gets me better to see why I lost and to see where I can get better for my next trade, okay? And so that's where I'm getting at. So fall in love with the process and these results will come, okay? And so I want to show y'all I'm going to actually pull up the receipts on where I got in at because it's going to show you the exact time I executed my contract to get in, and it's going to ultimately show you where I sold my contract at. And so that's my whole goal, to be totally transparent with y'all because I want y'all to see the whole process from a regular person. Because a lot of times, and keep in mind, we are all regular people. There is nothing different between you, yourself, and another person who has $1,000,000. There is nothing different. The only difference is he has the $1,000,000, right? But the $1,000,000 is just money, okay? We're all the same people. We are all capable of the same abilities, okay? I don't want you getting mixed up with thinking just because he has $1,000,000, he is someone just different. He was just God just blessed him with a certain gift. No, ultimately he put in the work. And that's the thing that separates most people. People who are willing to put in the work to get what they want, and there's people who will sit back and complain about the results they don't get about the work they don't put in. And that's the most lamest thing you can ever do. Put in the work and the results will come. Don't sit back and complain and cry about results about work you don't put in, okay? And so I'm just going to pull up I want to pull up my email. This is going to be my emails, okay? Because I want to be totally transparent with y'all. I'm just saying, I'm just going over these same things. I want to be totally transparent with y'all so y'all can see everything that's happening, because ultimately when y'all see me making thousands of dollars through trades, because it's gonna come, okay? It's gonna come. It's gonna come for me, but it's also gonna come for you as well. But we all have to take our we all have to go at our own pace, and we ultimately have to learn and build the skills. And then when we're building these skills, use these skills and build our accounts up so we can ultimately buy more contracts. We buy more contracts, we get more profit, okay? And so I'm gonna go a little deeper on how that works, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second, because I want to pull up both of these. Okay. Okay. Okay, right here. I'm about to pull this up for y'all. Okay. So, do you see how this says I executed one contract, your limit order to buy one contract of SPY at 515 strike price put, which was today at 4/4, April 4th, in your individual account, executed at an average price of $190 per contract, okay? So I bought a contract at $190, right? And so what is on my shorts and my previous videos? I wanted to buy my contract at a lower price, so ultimately I could sell it at a higher price, right? And keep in mind, it's a put, so I'm betting on the market to go down, right? And so I want to buy it at a low price, but the low price is ultimately higher up, right? Because ultimately when the price jumps down, your contract is actually going up in price, okay? Because you're betting on the market to go down. But if I'm in a call option, where is my low price at? My low price is actually at a lower level, because ultimately I'm betting on the market to go up. So when the market goes up, my option goes up, okay? And so today I bought a put option at $190, and I wanted the market to come down, so ultimately my put option contract can go up in value. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And so, oh man, let me pull this back up. I just seen all the mail in the world on my thing. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so now where did I sell it at? Your limit order to sell one contract of SPY 515 strike price put on April 4th, which was today, executed at an average price of $260. So what is that? I made $70. You're saying, Devin, okay, before I get to that, let's see how much time I was in the market. Because remember, we are scalpers. What do I tell y'all? We scalp. We get in and out. We do not okay, we are scalpers. We get in and out. We do not overstay our welcome, and do not let green turn to red. And I've made a short over that. I think I made two shorts over that, because this last one is one of the most important ones. Whenever you look for home runs every single day, you will get burned. Get your base hits and get out of the market. Do not let green turn to red. And that is what, if you go into the market saying, I need a home run, I need to double my money, I need to triple my money every single day, not even in general, if you go into the market with that attitude, I need to double, I need to triple my money, I'm not getting out till I triple my money or double my money, you will get burned. Take what the market gives you. And I will go even deeper if it lets me, if it shows me I don't think it's going to show me the percentage, but I'm going to pull it up on my phone, okay? I'm going to pull it up on my phone to show y'all the percentage gain of that contract. Okay. Okay. I'll show you this. Let's see if it can zoom in. Yes, I'm down $600 today. I mean, this week, I'm down $600 this week. But ultimately, that is okay. Why is that okay? Because we know we messed up. On Monday, that was a fluke. Monday, that was a fluke. That was $400 down the drain. And so ultimately, I'm mad at that. Why? Because I didn't follow my rules. I didn't get in and out. I overstayed my welcome and I let green turn to red. Because remember, we were up $200 and we let it come all the way back, pass us up, and make us lose $400. Okay. Every time I think about that, it makes me even madder because, like I reiterated, I would have had that money. And even if I did lose $50, even if I did let green turn to red and I lost $50, you let green turn to red and you lost $400, Devin. I know, but ultimately, I lost that $400. I didn't lose $400 through one contract. I lost $400 through three contracts. You see what I'm saying? So really, it was about $33 a contract. Okay, and so I want to. Okay, so it doesn't let me show it because you see the glare. Okay, so on my SPY put today, I made $70, as y'all know, right? I'm actually going to share my screen again since y'all can't see my phone. I might as well just show y'all my screen. Okay, stay with me. Okay, so I made $70, right? That was 36.85%. Excuse me, 36.85% of my contract. And so that's what I'm saying. You don't always, if you go into the market saying, I need 100% of my contract, I need 200% of my contract, you will always lose because ultimately you're chasing the money. We get into this game, the market, to get money, but ultimately you can't chase the money, okay? And I know it kind of sounds contradicting, but ultimately in trading, you have to trust your process, trust your rules, trust your technicals, and the results will come, the money will come. But if you go into the market saying, I don't care about technicals, I need 200% of my contract, I need to double this $300 to $600, you will lose, okay? Take what the market gives you, okay? And so this is also what I want to show you. Where is this execution at? 8:33 a.m. I bought this contract at 8:33 a.m. Okay. Where did it execute at? We can see it up top. Your limit order to sell one contract of SPY 515 strike price at an average price of $260. So I made $70 and I sold it at 8:44 a.m. Right here, down here, it says 9:44 a.m. Eastern time. That is Eastern time. So if I go up here, it will say 9:33 a.m. Eastern time. But in our time, I was in the contract for 11 minutes to be exact, from 8:33, executed at 8:44. You get me? So that's where I'm showing you. I trusted my process today, and I'm going to go into the charts and show you the process I trusted. But ultimately, I followed those disciplines. I didn't let green turn to red, and in the charts, I'm gonna show y'all where green could have turned to red. I didn't overstay my welcome, which in the charts I'm gonna also go over that. But also this also shows you that by me only being in for 11 minutes and get in, get out, which this proves that from 11 minutes being in the market. Okay. So sorry, let me just trying to check my YouTube, make sure everything's running right. Okay, I hope everything is clearer today because I'm right next to the router, and I know it messed up my live a couple times, but it seems like it's running good, and I don't want to jinx it, but I hope everything's running good for y'all, and I hope y'all can hear me, and I hope y'all are listening, and I hope ultimately I will get into my strategy and everything because I know you're saying, Devin, what is the strategy? Just show me how to just get in and make money. Okay. Ultimately, I'm showing you the behind the scenes of how these things actually work because you want to know how these things work. You don't want to just depend on somebody or depend on you depend on a strategy, obviously, but you want to know the nuances and you want to know how these things work because you want to know how you're making the money. You don't want to just be making money because ultimately, if you lose money, you're not going to know how you lost the money. You're not even going to know where to improve or how you could have improved because you don't know the ins and outs of it. Okay, so at least just knowing these option prices is very basic, but you want to understand it. Okay, so that's why I just want to break it down for y'all because I know we might be new, or I might have people that watch this that are way above me. Okay, I don't hate. I salute that, and honestly, that's where I'm on here, and I could learn from y'all, the people that are ahead of me, and also the people who are just starting or a little behind me can also catch up and learn, and we can also be in this process of making money together. Okay, because remember, this is just the start for me. I'm only 1 year in, but ultimately, y'all are going to be seeing the process of me. Y'all see me make $70 today, but next week or in 2 weeks or in a couple months, when y'all see me making, I made $500 this trade. I made $1,000 this trade. I made $1,000 this trade. I made $5,000 this trade. Y'all are gonna know where I come from. Okay, y'all are gonna be seeing the journey and the whole process. Okay, and so that's why I want to be totally transparent with y'all because I want y'all to see everything, and I want y'all to be part of the journey with me. Okay, guys. And so now I'm gonna share into these charts. The good part that I know y'all want to see. Okay, this charts. Okay, and so what I want to go over today is why I got in where I did, where I could have done better at, where I could have had more profits, and ultimately why I felt safe at getting in where I got in. Okay. And so we know through my Gmail, through my emails that y'all seen what times I got in and what times I got out. So there can't be no cap in my wrap, okay? And that's ultimately what I want to be. I want to be transparent. I don't want to have no cap in my wrap. I want to be able to tell y'all things and I want them to play out, of course. I want to be right about these things, but ultimately when I'm wrong, I want to know I'm wrong and I want y'all to know I'm wrong. And so ultimately, so y'all can hold me accountable and I can hold myself accountable and I can come back and teach y'all what I learned from being wrong. Because whenever I'm wrong on something, I ultimately want to go back and figure it out and learn to be better. Why? Because ultimately, this is where we make our money, right? We want to make more money. So whenever I'm wrong, I want to learn how I could have been right to make money. And then ultimately, I want to get you guys paid. I want to